Today we have with us a very distinguished guest, Mizoram Chief Minister Mr. Lalduhoma, to talk to us about a host of issues, including the new railway line that will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi this Saturday. Welcome to the print, sir. So there is a lot of excitement in Mizoram right now over the inauguration of the new railway line between Bairabi and Sairang. Work on this line has been going on for a long time, but it's being inaugurated under your term as chief minister, and once it becomes operational, it will put eyesol on the national railway grid. So, what does it mean for the state?
Yeah, see, firstly, I would like to mention my gratitude to the railway minister, Mr. Ashwani, for upgrading the railway station into that of the world class. And he had also agreed to give us Rajdhani services. So apart from the railway itself, we are going to have these two, these two things for which we are very, very grateful. And it is not just, an infrastructure. It is an investment in our children's future, in the dignity of our citizens, and in the economic resilience of the state. It is a bridge between dream and reality, between Mizoram and Bharat.
Sir, recently the Mizoram Assembly also passed this anti-beggary bill. And it is being said that, the idea behind bringing the bill is to curb the influx of, beggars from outside once the rail line becomes operational.
Yes.
So is that correct?
There are two ideas behind the passing of this bill. One is to prevent beggars from within the state. And we have only a dozen of beggars here from the natives. And from our ancestors, our society is so closely knit together. We help each other. We don't allow any beggar in our history. So these people who is doing begging, they are very small in number. As I have said, there are only just a dozen of them. Those should be taken care of by their localities. The NGOs are there, the village authorities are there. We have a strong institution of churches also here. We must help them not to be able begging. And if it is so heavy for that locality, then the government is there. We'll help them. And even if it is necessary, we may build a separate house for looking after these people. That is number one. Number two is we start having beggars coming from outside. They are not in numbers also. So since this railway line is connecting us, we anticipate and we apprehend that more and more beggars may come. So in order to protect our state from that, we have passed this bill.
So the government of India last week, they signed the agreement to extend the suspension of operation agreement with the Kuki-ZoO armed groups, which were part of SoO. And also they got a commitment from the Kuki-ZoO Council to allow free movement of goods and passengers on National Highway 2, which connect Imphal to Dimapur. How do you see, and do you think that this will finally help restore normalcy in the state after over 2 years of ethnic strife?
This, in my opinion, is just a pain reliever. It will not solve the problem. The solution lies at the political solution.
Installation of a popular government?
Yeah, of course, that is one of it. But there has to be a negotiation which will finalize at the final settlement of the issue. That is a political issue. Opening bus service here and there, that will not solve the problem.
It requires a political solution. So how do you see the government of India's decision to scrap the free movement region agreement with Myanmar and also the fencing of the Mizoram section of the Indo-Myanmar border?
Well, if you look at the geopolitics today, I understand the minds of the central leaders. This restriction is, we are agreeable to that because right now we have around 40,000 displaced people all the time coming mainly from Myanmar.
Mostly from
and some from Manipur and some from Bangladesh. And this free access is utilized by the drug racketeers also. So it's not prohibiting altogether the incoming and outgoing people. There is some restrictions, some regulations are there, some guidelines are there. So it's not much a problem. But as far as fencing is concerned, I have discussed with the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, and we have some sort of understanding with them.
Okay. But are you for fencing of the...
No, we are not. We are not. And I firmly believe that actual fencing will never take place in our border because the people living on the other side, in the adjoining area, there are brothers and sisters of the same blood. So,
same ethnicity.
Yeah. If you have a fencing there, it means, an obstruction in achieving the dream, the vision of the Prime Minister, Akhan Bharat. So it goes against that. So preparations will take place, development of the boundary area will take place, that is going on, infrastructure should build up, but the actual fencing may not take place in our area. It may take place somewhere like, in Myanmar and Manipur border and elsewhere.
Not here.
Not here.
So you just mentioned that, there has been illegal immigration from across the border and mainly from Myanmar. So what is the government doing to address it?
India is not a signatory to this, what you call the Refugee Pact. But still, even though we cannot call it technically as refugees, we call them as displaced people, but they are as good as refugees, in fact. We are looking after them with the help of central government. We are looking after them. We give them shelter to them. We give food, lodging, and everything. Even we had gone to the extent of giving education to their children. But biometric identification is taking place, and they'll return as and when the situation is normalized.
Okay. So how does the biometric identification help?
It's going on.
No, how does it help? How will it help?
We have to identify them. We must know how many of them are, where are they, and all that.
And so Mizoram is also grappling with a problem of drug menace. So how big a problem is that, and what is your government doing to address it?
You see, we have location disadvantage. The Golden Triangle is nearby. We are the route where these drugs are passing through. So that geographical disadvantage in location, that is our main problem. But we have been trying, and we have a security committee comprising the BSF, some rifle, the army, excise people, and the local people and NGOs. We are all working together, and we have been successful to a great extent.
So in June this year, Mizoram governor dissolved the Chakma Autonomous District Council. And he said that this is being done to rein in the constant political turmoil in the council. And it followed the removal of the chief executive member for the third time. So how do you see it?
See, this stability is taking place for some time. And in the considered opinion of the Honorable Governor, he decided to place them under the governor rule. That is his priority. I mean, his prerogative power. We have nothing to say on that. But a few days back, I had a discussion over this issue with the governor. And as soon as this governor's rule of 6 months is over, then he's likely to give them an opportunity to form a government there.
In the autonomous district.
Yeah.
Okay. So has
Because my party has a majority.
Yeah.
We have 17
so do you think
members.
It was done intentionally. The governors moved to, disband the council.
No, the main cause behind this is due to instability. He is afraid that even if they form a new government, then there may come, the instability may continue again. That is what he is afraid of. But now I think he will give them another chance.
So in December 2023, just after your victory, you had said that Zoram's People Movement is the only regional party with a national outlook. And you also said that you're not going to join any political party, any national alliance. So do you continue? Will you continue with your stand?
That is our stand even today.
Okay. And in fact, Zoram's ZPM is one of the party which has taken a very non-confrontational stand with the NDA at the center.
No, we do not afford any confrontation with central government and whoever is forming a government, in either this party or that party. That doesn't make much difference for us. We depend heavily on the central government being a regional party with a national outlook. Whoever is in power in Delhi, we want to have a close relationship with them. That is what we are doing right now.
But you don't plan to become an alliance, former alliance with the...
No. We want to maintain our own existence and our own identity. Yeah.
Let me ask you a personal question, if I may so. You had a very eventful career from being an IPS officer, a popular IPS officer, who also headed the security detail of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, to quitting civil service, joining Congress, and then you also went to London and you were active behind the scene. Your back channel negotiation paved the way for signing of the Mizo Peace Accord, that drew the curtain on insurgency in the state. Then again, you went on to become an MP. You also became the first MP who was disqualified under the anti-defection law in 1988. Right. Again in 2020, if I'm not wrong, you were the first NLA from Mizoram who was disqualified. So how has your political journey been? How would you describe it?
No, it depends on the cause. The cause which I have been fighting for restoration of peace in Mizoram that has led to my disqualification. It is one thing which I can give for my state, even for the country. To end an insurgency is in the advantage of the state as well as for the country as well. So I'm happy that I can make that kind of sacrifice. The other disqualification that had happened here from the membership of a legislator is something different. There is no much noble principle behind it. They just want to remove me so that I cannot participate in the debate in the assembly house. That is the main reason.
Sir, I have read that when you were an IPS officer posted in Goa, you had impersonated and joined a gang of drug cartels, and then you collected information and destroyed that network, and which brought you a lot of fame also at that point of time. Is that correct? What actually happened then?
You see, my physical appearance was my advantage in those days. Nobody, even the drug lords as well as the hippies and whoever they may be, they never thought that I may be an Indian police officer because of my look. They thought that I'm one of the foreigners there. So I mixed with them. I stayed with them. I spent my time with them. Like that, I came to know the ins and outs of everything. Then thereafter, I was able to get rid of them. It was a fact. That was while I was in Goa, Daman and Diu.
Which year would that be, sir?
And that was in 1978, 79, 80.
That would be quite something.
Yeah.
A police officer impersonating and joining a drug cartel. So I also wanted to ask you that there was this proposal to, develop Thenzol as a peace city to decongest Aizol, and which has led your political opponent MNF, Mizo National Front, to charge that this is an attempt by you to shift the capital from Aizol to Thenzol, which is part of your constituency's searching. So how do you see it? What do you have to say to that?
It's not the question of shifting the capital. As you see, Aizol, you have seen everything. It is one of the worst cities in the country. And we don't have any room for expansion and for the improvement and upgradation. It is too costly now. It's almost impossible. And we are just on above of this earthwork zone. Suppose that kind of thing happens, it will be really, unimaginable. So we need to have a second capital, not shifting. We need to have a second capital. I discussed with the Prime Minister, and he asked me the way we brought peace in Mizoram and my contribution. I told him everything. Then I asked him, as a peace dividend, we should be given a peace city, and he agreed. Now we are preparing the DPR, which should be completed within 6 months. Then we'll be able to start the construction itself. And that way, since now Mizoram happens to be the most peaceful state in the country, I think we should have a peace city. This is going to be a second capital. Shifting is
part of the smart city plan.
It's more than that, It's a big project. It cannot be included in the smart city. There will be zoning, no? There will be zoning in the first manner. Some will be bankable. Then we'll have land pooling also. That way we'll be able to get some revenue from the auctioning of the land, the plots.
Land monetization.
Yeah, monetization will be there. And we'll go in a phased manner. In the beginning, we'll try to accommodate, say, 1 lakh population. Then after that, depending on the requirement and necessity, we'll keep increasing. So,
but when is it likely to start work?
We'll start as soon as the DPR is finalized. I think we'll be able to start the work by next year.
One last question, sir, before I close the interview. So what is being done to address the bad condition of roads in Aizol?
Yeah.
I mean, right from airport when we landed, I mean, right from there to inside the city, I mean, the roads are in very bad shape. Also, of course, there is a lot of congestion. I mean, even covering a small distance takes long hours. So what is your government doing to address that?
See, this is what we have inherited from the previous ministry. Within 1 year and 8 months only at our disposal. We could not repair all these roads within such a short span of time. But we are doing our best. We changed the system of construction also, which will be, more lasting. And I have requested the Mort Minister,
Mr. Nitin Gadkari.
Gadkari, to allow us to introduce the system of this rigid pavement. Rigid pavement will be more suitable for our condition because we have rains almost 8 months in a year. The working season is very less. With rigid pavement, we can do the work throughout the year. So it is under the active and positive consideration in the ministry. So if this is granted to us, then we'll have a much better road, which will last more time.
So there is a controversy brewing over this recent extension given to the Forest Conservation Amendment Act 2023. The opposition in Mizoram is calling it a serious threat to Mizoram. So what is this act all about and why this opposition to it?
We have, during negotiation with Mr. Laldenga, when this settlement of Mizoram Accord was under consideration, there was a demand on the part of the MNF that Mizoram should be given some, special category system. And 371G was given to us. 371G is applicable only to the central acts, which were passed after Mizoram became a state, not before. So Conservation of Forest Act was passed in 1980. That was before Mizoram became a state. So it was not within the purview of 371G, in any case. So the Principal Act was already in force for many years in Mizoram, even during those periods when we are under Union territory. Now, some portions have been amended. Whether the amended portion will automatically applicable to us, or we have the right to invoke the provision of 371G, this is going to be a big legal question, and it is being studied now. There has never been any precedent so far as our knowledge goes. So this is being studied and examined by our Advocate General and all. And
Before a final call is taken?
Yeah. So we are waiting for this report. If the Principal Act is already in force here, and the subsequent amendments also will automatically applicable, and state have nothing to say under 371G. If this is going to be the legal opinion, then there's no question of adopting or not adopting. It's going to be in force here automatically.
Deemed to be.
Yeah. But if we are given legal opinion otherwise, then that means we have the right either to adopt it or not to adopt it. Then depending on that, we'll take action. We'll take the issue later on.
Thank you so much, sir, for talking to the Print.
Thank you.